gonna need them TPS reports, transport scenarios. I don't want to be the dick in the blue shirt. Anyways, I'm gonna need those reports. It's a simple thing, yes or no. Can a pregnant woman or child ride in a robotaxi? You know, want to put that, squash that right away. That no one's going to be sending their children off in a robotaxi. Go on, just jot down what it is, Elon. Is it a yes or no? Is it safe for them to ride in? And what is the highest EMF? Sorry, what is the highest milligauss level of your vehicle? That's about all I gotta say. Day two, waiting for an answer. Anyone out there? Child Protection Agency, I don't know, Consumer Protection. I'm not trying to be a male Karen or anything. It's just, I don't have any children because I know what they're fucking doing with the microwaves. Yeah. FCC, Washington Court, 2021, arbitrary, capricious, didn't look at the vulnerability of children or pregnant women. And some lying sons of bitches over there. You can go check out Industrial Influences, and it's just back and forth, back and forth. FCC, Cellcom Industry, flippity flop, telling scientists how to write the abstracts, how to do the work, to show that it's safe for you. Fraud type of shit. Something that Elon doesn't like. But you use their outdated safety guideline, 40 plus years out of date. Came from the 1990 test where they were blasted with microwave radiation so they couldn't push food lever, even though they were starving. Cut that number by 50% for the general public and 10% for workers. And only looked at, literally only looked at it, refused to look at anything else. 252 scientists from 43 nations that signed the call from non-ionizing radiation. And Dr. Rob Brown, a radiologist, someone who knows a lot about microwaves, so much that he wouldn't put them around his head balls, came out with a book, Unplugged. And it goes through and it illustrates, even though you know physics and you can make cool shit, you may not know the damaging effects that it causes. And he outlines that in the book, which is great for you, Elon. So, is it safe for a pregnant woman or child to ride it? Children take in 10 times more microwave radiation than an adult because of their thinner skulls. And e-vehicles are not required by law to give out their EMF levels. Shame, shame, shame. I know your name, and I know Deborah Davis, who was at the Tesla shareholders meeting, and there was no proxy set before to stop her from speaking. Red flag on the field. But even though she still got to speak, you can see why he didn't want her to speak. Really fuck up sales, huh? Well, happy birthday to me. And then later on when I get my settlement, or when Theodore Serrano is done with her stuff, maybe she'll test one. But for anyone, pretty please, anyone that's out there right today that has money that you can piss away for something amazing, you can call Billing Biologist Institution today. Doesn't matter where you are. You can fly out to anywhere where they have a robotaxi, and you could get a hold of Billing Biologist Institution. And there's one in every single state. And you can go over there and you can get yourself a magnetic radiation specialist. I have a hard time saying that. So over there, you'll find some lovely people who have all the equipment and all the background to test and to get a safe level. Now, they may not have the vast knowledge of 252 scientists for the ill effects of those numbers. So if you're going to ask deep questions, get a hold of the experts over at Environmental Health Trust, which they do have a page. And even for Elon on his statements on Joe Rogan, because they were misrepresentation by a lot, you could go over there and make up on that Joe Rogan show with all of the experts available over there on the damaging effects of cell phone radiation and cell phone tower radiation. But that's money down the drain, right? But it really uplifts that whole saving humanity. So which one is it going to be, Elon? I'm just kind of curious because I'm going to keep making these videos and eventually I'm going to keep testing vehicles. and people are going to see because 3 to 4 milligauss is borderline for childhood leukemia. So, do you think someone putting their child in it day in and day out to go to school is going to really benefit that child? I want you to think about that. And parents who really want to know, you could strap a Wave RF60. It's about 2 grand for that thing. It is used for cell phone tower workers, radiologists. But you can clip that on your child. It records everything for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 30 days. And you'd have to get it reinterpreted by biologists so you could get it in the numbers where you could relate it to the bioinitiative report. But having it done by biologists, you have a documentation, a record that you could bring into court. Well, there you go. Enjoy your day. Save those children.